Yo, what's up? I'm Ian, and this is my bike. And today I want to talk to you guys about my forks. Hawk32 Pro by RFloXA. This is the Hawk32 Pro fork by RFloXA. This fork boasts 228 millimeters of travel. The beefy triple clamp has 3 bolts where others have 2. At the bottom of the right leg, you'll see the compression adjustment. Up top, we've got rebound and preload. This fork has made my bike feel 100 times better. My confidence is all the way up with the new stability, and I love it. With a 55-pound spring, I opted for the stiffest version as I do ride aggressively. Today, my Titan controller arrived. I have not paid tariffs. I don't know how I got it, but it's here, and I'm pretty stoked about it. I want to put it on and show the installation process and do kind of initial thoughts review on that. So before I can do that, I got to finish my review on these RFloXA Hawk32 Pro forks. I'm super stoked on these, and I just really want to make sure my review on those is dedicated to just those and not kind of 2 major upgrades all at once. Maybe I'll talk about some small things on my bike. I can definitely tell you that my favorite grips are pillow tops. You can see by the pile of them there. I like Rogues too. But come on, let's not spoil the badass forks with a badass controller. Let's separate those. Let's quickly compare these forks to the stock KKE forks that come on the Surron. Here's the triple clamp. You can see it's much smaller, it's lightweight, it's not scratch resistant at all. These are shiny and beefy and really cool looking. Got 3 bolts where these have 2, but I already said that. So this fork's real light, which is cool, and these RFloXAs are pretty heavy, but they're also extremely stable and strong. So here's the 2 next to each other. You can see the stock is very thin, stanchions and stuff, skinny little legs, very weak fork, very okay for people that don't ride their bike very hard. And what this is just something that's built to take a beating. It feels so fucking good. My bike is stable. I feel in control of my bike with these, They're stiff, but they're also perfectly plush when I need them to be. My arms are never numb anymore from chatter when I'm riding trails. And yeah, I'm just in love with these forks. I thought for sure I'd want the 31 Pro with the high speed and low speed compression later. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to upgrade these at all. They're perfect. So these are 3 things that come with your forks in the box. There is the RFloXA Anti-Gravity Owner's Manual, which is just badass. I mean, I haven't cracked it, but it's cool. They call it anti-gravity. I love their slogan where recoil meets luxury. That's on the forks too. Here's an inspection list. You can see what was inspected by eyes, pump, damping machine, check marks, little gauges and stuff, all sorts of information on there. There's no doubt in my mind that they inspect all of their shit properly. They're just the best. So, and then this I can't read, but I'm sure if you are somebody that's very technical and stuff and knows what the graphs are for, then that might be interesting to you. With a price tag under $700, these forks are definitely considered a budget upgrade. If you're like me and you're all about the ride, they sure as shit don't feel like it. If you want a discount, you can use the code IanTricky, same as my channel name, and that'll get you what you need. I mean, I didn't buy these forks for looks, but goddamn if my bike isn't sexy as hell right now. Probably the first and only part I've ever bought that I haven't had a single issue with. I mean, these things are clean, mean, and they just rip. I'm not quite sure if I've said everything I need to say, if I have enough clips to kind of get the gist of this review out yet, but I really want to do some riding, so we're gonna go do that. And maybe at the end I'll give some final thoughts about the bike. My transmission's going out in my van, so I gotta find somewhere to ride around here, and the cops are tightening down lately, so I don't know if I'm gonna get across town to the big jumps, but we can definitely rip some trails. Real quick, I'm running 55-pound spring, 228 mils of travel in my Hawk32 Pro front forks. In the rear, I've still got a stock KKE, but I've got a 650-pound spring, which was, compared with the OEM forks, was disastrous. It felt great in the back, and it felt like garbage in the front. So these are the key to balance on my bike perfectly. If you're a big guy like me, or you ride aggressively and you want that heavy spring, 55 pounds is the heaviest spring, the 228 millimeter version, and it's fucking perfect. Like, it felt super stiff at first. Now it still feels stiff. It still holds me up. I've never bottomed it out. And I've done like at my work, I'll just roll. But I do dumb shit around town. I'm saying I ride off ledges and stuff. Never bottomed out and dumb shit. Never bottomed out and jumps. It's just holding up. But my OEM works. Even after I pumped them up real stiff, I'd come up on jumps and my front end would get slammed. And my back end would stay up with the 650-pound rear spring. So I could feel the back would work fine, but I never knew, like, depending on how fast I was going, how steep the jump was, how much I was just going to slam down instead of actually, like, riding the transition of the jump in a predictable, like, safe manner. Plus, I bottom out every time I landed. Woo! Yeah, baby. Woo! It just eats it up. Yeah. Woo! That's actually kind of fun. And a pretty good example of the fork, because better you ride stiff shit, stiff as it can possibly get. And that's all I wanted on this. And then later, kind of, you know, a few people kind of turned me on to some, their plusher stuff wasn't like the worst thing, you know, and I was kind of like, dang, dude, maybe I should have got a 31 Pro for the high speed and low speed compression. Maybe I could use a little plushness in my ride, but to be honest, it broke in, and now it's just, I mean, I can compress it, you know, so it's like, it's plush enough, it eats all that shit perfectly, but it's just perfectly dampened, and just, oh god. So, mind you guys, I've never been here, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what's coming up. Woo! You can't see this trail at all under the weeds, so you gotta kind of like, turn it the last second. Woo! Stand in an aggressive stand. Be ready for it. Yeah, baby. Woo! As I approach all these turns and crazy shit, like, one thing about these forks is it's always rebounding and staying in contact. Like, I have full control the whole time. I've washed out so much on my stock stuff. It's not always the fork's fault that I did. Most of the time it was my riding error. But I mean, speak of the devil. But yeah, I mean, it's easier to ride good when you're not dealing with like shitty parts too, you know? So yeah, I do believe if you buy this fork, these forks, it will make you a better rider. And that's facts. I know it's like kind of a shitty thing to say, like you're either a good rider or not, but you gotta get your confidence up and your skills up. You can't get your skills up like handling situations poorly on poor equipment. So if you're really good, maybe you can handle some shit on stock shit. If you're not that good, maybe you can learn to handle it on stock from a right beat. You know what I mean? All that kind of in my opinion, every bike needs three things to make sure it's on. Needs three things to be good, to be right, to be the bike you want. You know, there's a lot of things you can sacrifice and things you can settle for different than you wanted, but you need good suspension, you need stability and control your bike. You need good brakes, that's your safety. That's how you stop, that's how you bring your wheel down the wheelie. And you need good wheels and tires. Whether that's like, for me, I'm riding 16, 19s, and it's perfect. It honestly reminds me of a mountain bike or a pit bike. And I've got my 1919s with dual sports, and I've got 17-inch supermotos. So I've got wheels and tires for everything. And you know, I built this front brake for cheap, and then I bought this expensive back brake setup. If anyone wants me to build them a brake, I will. Just hit me up. I'll build you a fucking brake for cheap. And but yeah, I've got all three of those things on my bike. That's why I'm going to be starting down the controller and battery line next. But this isn't the best riding spot to show a review of these forks. I think I've done a good job telling you guys like what I know, that they're just a solid fork, solid in budget. Honestly, the Hawk32, not the Pro, with the standard triple clamp. I saw one of those the other day, and it honestly looks badass. Like that, I thought the triple clamp might look kind of like the OEM ones or something, and this one's like nicer and that one's not, but they look badass too. So I would say any RFlo-Xa fork is a solid fucking upgrade for your surron. Get it, don't put it off. It's the first thing you should get. It's so nice. Yeah, this trail, not the best place to show these forks off, so I'm gonna post like some riding vlogs in the next like couple weeks where I'm just showing basically when we take my bike across those mountains and not these ones. There's jumps and drops and crazy trails and stuff, so I'm gonna start posting some vlogs and show you guys some crazier riding, so stay tuned. I'll probably add the rear RFlo-Xa too, just because I'm not sponsored, but I have a code. My channel name is Tricky. I just wanted to promote RFlo-Xa because I enjoy them. I hope to be sponsored by them someday. That would definitely be my goal if I was looking for a suspension sponsor. But honestly, right now, I'm just happy to tell other people about them and share with other people. I like to let people ride my bike, to feel my brakes and my forks. And, you know, I just can't say enough good things about the sport. So, going down a different path when I came up, I think. Maybe I just don't remember. But I want to go over there. I want to go over there. What is that thing? Go, boys. Woo! Alright, short and sweet, that's all barbed wire there. Definitely a potential jump here. I just gotta pick the line. Thinking maybe there's some rocks there. Land over here somewhere. Or if I come this way, it's definitely. about to jump, but it's a little one. Yeah. Fucking jam my foot down as hard as I could, basically. Gotta get home now. These forks are seriously amazing, and for the price point, they can't be beat. The Hawk32 Pro by RFloXA. Use code IANTRICKY at checkout when buying RFloXA to save some money, and check out my next video where I'll be installing and reviewing my Titan controller.